Well, there you are. Good to see you again. I'm back. Aren't you glad? Yes, I have been taking a few days off here in the summertime, not doing as much of the YouTube thing as normal while taking care of my other responsibilities. I just figured it was time to give myself a little break. But here now, I am officially back. The thorn in the flesh of liberals and left-wing nutcases. This is Anthony G. Martin of the Liberty Sphere Report. And I have some comments I need to make today on a controversial issue that's been raging across the nation. This one involves that great mecca of human liberty, New York City, where they ban guns, where they do not wish for citizens to have the right to exercise their Second Amendment rights, along with numerous various and sundry other attacks on our liberties. But one thing that you can depend on New Yorkers to support is a Muslim mosque at the site of the 9/11 attacks, ground zero. Yes. Mayor Bloomberg and his minions in the government of New York City have given a building permit approving a radical Muslim mosque to be built near the site of the 9/11 attacks. Now, here's what I understand about this so far. The Muslim imam who is behind the push to build the mosque on that site has connections with the most extremist factions of the Islamic religion. Yes, the head choppers, the terrorists, the Islamists, the Jihadists are all behind this particular building of the mosque in New York City. Mayor Bloomberg and his supporters say that it's all about religious liberty. Oh my, what a lie. Oh, what a tangled web we weave when first we practice to deceive. Because you see, in New York City, there are tons of mosques. So apparently, Muslims who live in the area have plenty of liberties. They are exercising their freedom of religion, or else there wouldn't be so many mosques in New York City. But why this one? Why this one single solitary mosque? There's only one reason that could be found. That is that the particular group that wishes to build the mosque at this particular time on this particular site wishes to gloat over the 3,000 deaths at the hands of Muslim extremists on September the 11th, 2001. That is the only reason we can figure that this mosque is being promoted by certain factions. Now, where is the money going to come from for this mosque to be built? They're not saying. It's a great mystery. I would be willing to bet money that when it's all said and done, if indeed the mosque goes through, that the vast majority of the funds to build the mosque will come from overseas sources tied to Al-Qaeda, Hamas, the Taliban, and other extremist Muslim groups. That is a simple fact. And here's one other thing you can put in your pipe and smoke. The Muslim imam who is behind the building of the mosque stated just after the 9/11 attacks that America is complicit in the deaths of 3,000 of its own citizens. He blamed us for the 9/11 attacks, not the Muslim extremists. My friends, this tells you all you need to know about why this mosque is being built, and that's why such a public outcry has been issued far and wide against the building of the thing. 65% of Americans oppose the building of the mosque, And even more than that, in New York City itself, opposes the building of the mosque. So it would appear that Bloomberg and his head-chopping supporters in the New York City government are on the wrong side of this issue. Let's hope that they pay for it the next time they're up for re-election, when it comes time for appointments to be made to the New York City government. This is an outrage that should stick in the craw of every single American in this country. We cannot tolerate such a blatant, in-your-face sort of attack on our very way of life here in the United States. And that today is the Liberty Sphere Report. I'm Anthony G. Martin.